Calvin Klein, CK, entered the fragrance industry in 1981 with the launch of Calvin, marking the brand's expansion beyond fashion into personal scent. However, it was the release of Obsession in 1985 and Eternity in 1988 that truly established CK as a major player in the perfume world, combining sensual advertising with sophisticated scents. In 1994, Calvin Klein revolutionized the industry with CK1, a groundbreaking unisex fragrance that captured the spirit of 1990s youth culture with its minimalist bottle and clean, fresh scent. The success of CK1 helped redefine how fragrances were marketed, appealing to a generation that valued gender fluidity and simplicity. Over the years, CK has continued to release popular scents like Euphoria, CKB, and CK Everyone, maintaining its reputation for bold, modern, and often provocative marketing. Today, Calvin Klein perfumes remain iconic for their contemporary edge, mass appeal, and cultural impact. Following the massive success of CK1, Calvin Klein continued to innovate in the fragrance industry by blending modern aesthetics with bold messaging. CKB, launched in 1996, followed the unisex path and promoted individuality with the tagline, "Be Yourself." This inclusive and minimalist approach resonated with young, urban consumers and reinforced CK's role as a cultural trendsetter. In the early 2000s, Euphoria debuted as a more sensual and luxurious scent, targeting a more mature audience while maintaining Calvin Klein's signature sleek branding. Its deep, exotic notes contrasted with the freshness of earlier CK fragrances and earned widespread acclaim, including a Fi-Fi award. Throughout the 2010s and beyond, Calvin Klein perfumes embraced evolving consumer values by introducing environmentally conscious options like CK Everyone in 2020. Marketed as a vegan, clean, and recyclable fragrance, it echoed the original CK1 ethos of freedom and fluid identity while aligning with modern sustainability concerns. The brand also consistently leveraged provocative, minimalist advertising campaigns featuring celebrities and models that challenged norms and celebrated diversity. Calvin Klein perfumes, known for their olfactory clarity, gender inclusivity, and bold marketing, have become a lasting symbol of contemporary lifestyle, continuing to influence both fashion and fragrance culture globally. As Calvin Klein's fragrance line matured, it became deeply intertwined with the brand's broader cultural identity, one built on minimalism, sensuality, and rebellion. The success of each major release wasn't just due to the scent itself, but also the provocative storytelling and boundary-pushing visuals behind the campaigns. From Obsession's intense, erotic ads in the 1980s to CK1's black-and-white portraits of androgynous youth in the 90s, Calvin Klein redefined how perfume could speak to generation-defining attitudes. The brand often blurred lines between fragrance, fashion, and identity, using its scents as a vehicle to explore themes like gender, sexuality, and individuality. In the 2010s, Calvin Klein fragrances expanded further with flankers and limited editions of existing lines, including Euphoria Blossom, Eternity Now, and CK1 Shock, allowing the brand to cater to varied tastes while retaining its original identity. The release of CK2 in 2016 continued the unisex legacy of CK1, aimed at a younger, digitally native audience. Meanwhile, Eternity evolved with multiple reinterpretations, symbolizing lasting love and emotional depth, often in contrast to the brand's edgier offerings. Today, Calvin Klein perfumes stand as a blend of heritage and modernity. Backed by Coty Inc., which acquired the fragrance license in 2005, the brand continues to expand globally while staying rooted in its minimalist American aesthetic. Whether through clean, fresh formulations or warm, seductive notes, Calvin Klein fragrances maintain a strong, recognizable identity, one that consistently challenges convention, celebrates freedom, and speaks to evolving cultural values. Building on its legacy, Calvin Klein's fragrance line has remained at the forefront of global perfumery by continuously adapting to shifting cultural landscapes and consumer preferences. In the age of social media and influencer-driven marketing, CK perfumes have managed to stay relevant by leveraging celebrity ambassadors and digital platforms to reach new generations. Campaigns have featured stars like Kendall Jenner and Justin Bieber, linking the fragrances to modern ideals of beauty, confidence, and youth culture. These partnerships have helped Calvin Klein maintain its signature blend of boldness and minimalism, while expanding its influence across demographics and regions. The Eternity line, in particular, has grown into a multifaceted collection, symbolizing timeless love and emotional connection, often depicted through romantic and cinematic advertising. In contrast, Euphoria and its variations continue. Globalization accelerated in the 2000s and 2010s. Calvin Klein perfumes became not just American icons, but international bestsellers. Fragrances like Eternity and CK1 gained cult status across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, with local adaptations in advertising helping tailor the universal Calvin Klein message to diverse audiences. The clean aesthetic, minimalist bottle designs, and unisex appeal gave CK scents a timeless quality, allowing them to transcend cultural and generational boundaries. Stores and duty-free shops around the world often feature CK perfumes as entry points into luxury, thanks to their wide availability, stylish branding, and accessible price points. In essence, the history of Calvin Klein perfumes is a story of timeless innovation, where bold vision, cultural awareness, and minimalist elegance come together to create fragrances that not only define eras, but continue to inspire generations. Subscribe for more interesting videos, and press the bell icon to get notifications.